Okay, I would like to tell a story about a little wolf that got lost from its pack. The wolf was, well, it was little because it was a baby wolf, it was a cub. There is the wolf, he had no food because wolves eat meat, but baby wolves, they're not trained in hunting yet. So, and the wolf was, oops, when the wolf was, you know, trying to hunt, because, you know, you gotta do something, even though you're not able to hunt, you gotta hunt to get your food. The wolf ran into a little deer, and the deer was like, hey, the deer was like, hey, you shouldn't eat me, it's bad for me, like, it'll help you, but it'll be hurtful to me. So the deer was like, here, eat these berries instead. Okay. And the wolf ate the berries, and the wolf was like, no, I can't eat these, I'm a carnivore, so... The end. Alright, so you can hear me then? I guess I can respond like that if you have anything, is that any... The one thing I'm worried about is... Oh, worried. Like the red bar. That's currently from the 4x3/5x4 layoutness thingy. You can crop that out. Alright, good. Then, yeah. Keep the stream running and I'll let you know when it is your turn. Hell yeah, thank you for early streaming.
This is entry team. Evidence secured.
Roger that.
Shit, he's
Good
the
job.
cops. In here, quick.
This is entry team. I have an injured civilian ready to evacuate.
Roger that. EMTs standing by.
dude. Hello everyone! Welcome to the SWAT4 run of Shots Fired Marathon. I'm going to make a quick new profile here. There's a typo in that, but don't worry about it, we won't see that again. I'm going to be playing on easy, which has a minimum score requirement of 0. And I'll preface this that negative scores are not possible, so we can just do whatever we want. One other important thing is we're going to take the suppressed 9mm SMG with 9mm FMJ ammo. And what that allows us to do, this gun with this ammo basically deals like anywhere from like 801 to 999 damage. You need 1000 damage to kill a person and you need 800 damage to knock them unconscious. And knocking people unconscious, the game considers that the same as arresting them. And the goal of this game is arresting everyone, including, well, everyone. Like, when I say, except for people who are already on the floor, DOAs or stuff like that. So with that said, we've got the important bits out of the way, the base game mechanics, speedrun mechanics. And yeah, that damage only works with this weapon. All the other weapons can do more than 1000 damage in one shot. We're going to start with Foodwall Restaurant in 3, 2, 1, go. Foodwall Restaurant is the tutorial mission. Kind of, well, it's an actual mission. There's an actual tutorial. In this mission, we're just going to bust a restaurant that has an illegal weapons trade going on in the back. And there are some customers here that we also have to deal with. So, as I said, shooting people unconscious is the same as arresting them. So that's what we'll be doing. Unless they're an actual suspect, then we'll just shoot them dead. Civilians need to be arrested. And I was going to say one more thing, but I forgot what it was. Yeah, we'll be shooting them. We've gotten the main antagonist of this level, so we're going to skip checking the far corner. We still need the other antagonist, plus one random bodyguard, who has locked the door on me, which he sometimes does if I make too much noise. There we go, that's the first level done. We can just hit the end level button once the objectives are complete, and then we go to the next mission. I think that was a score of 27 on that level, which is still pretty good. Up next is Fairfax residence. There is an old lady who knows nothing of what is going on in her basement. We are going to arrest her anyway.
Get in there and clear.
This is the first level where I use my team. I get 5 teammates who can help me and bust levels with me. My teammates are a bit clunky to use. I can give them commands. I can open their remote viewport in the top left, top right rather, and give them commands from a distance. That hostage there should be the last person I arrested, but there is actually a random burglar who has a 50% chance of spawning, and like a 3 in 22% chance of spawning in a spot that I don't check. Since he's not here, he's either in the garage, which I'm going to tell my team to raid, or in one of the upstairs rooms. Maybe the bedroom, maybe the shower.
Red team, open and clear.
There he is. He's just a random burglar who just decided to burglarize the wrong house at the wrong time. That's definitely the lore behind that guy. Next up, a gas station. There are some drug junkies who needed money for their drugs, so they decided to bust a gas station. It didn't go so well. Now they're holding the employees hostage. That's one of the employees. There's 2 other employees, and the rest is suspects. Well, I like to say that I have memorized every spawn and everything like that for every level. And in theory that is true, but there is a lot of stuff to memorize. So I am likely to forget stuff, especially while also commentating. So far the run is not too bad. So I sent my team in to raid this shop area, and then I'm raiding it from the other side after clearing the back rooms. Quick check of this office. I am still missing one of the employees. Also, if I actually do kill a civilian, example by shooting them too much, oh my god, I press reload instead of switching to my sidearm. By doing too much damage, more than 1000, I do fail the mission. So I gotta be careful to not just open fire on civilians willy-nilly. Up next, A-bomb nightclub. There is a shootout between 2 gangs that happened in this nightclub, and we're going to take care of that. This is one of the most RNG dependent levels. The game generates random spawns for each of the civilians and suspects every time you play a mission, so each mission is different. However, there is a method to the madness in that each kind of suspect and each kind of civilian just gets a is this okay? It just gets a
Take position over there.
a set pool of possible locations they can spawn in. So if you remember where and when someone has spawned, you can deduce other spawns. For example, if like 5 suspects have already spawned, and I know that a level can only have up to 5 suspects, then I know that in certain other rooms, suspects can no longer spawn. Red team got executed. I nearly got executed. Which is not good, but I can just hunt down red stuff. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe blue got to the rescue of red. That's one of the suspects. And that's the last civilian. Okay, pretty good A-bomb. I'm going to switch to the secondary entrance for the 5th level, which is a straight up garage, parking garage slash maintenance garage. I'm taking the roof entrance so that suspects will not be able to spawn on the roof itself. That means I don't have to check around all those corners that are on the roof. I'm going to shoot the wall in the distance there a little bit more so that it will lure suspects out, facing away from me like that. And around this time, like, suspects do start becoming a bit more deadly. It's not too bad yet on this level. But yeah, it's the like you may have seen me just rush into rooms on the first 3 or so levels, but here I'm actually going to take more care when just a bit more careful going around corners. Hello, 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 I was reloading. Going to send my team back in there. This door is being body blocked by a suspect, so we're just going to take care of that. Red team is ignoring my orders, which is a great way to start this game. And I'm going to send Blue, who is still upstairs, into one of the doors now, and then I'm going to tell Red to come to me. And now what Red will do is they're going to walk all the way through the entire map to catch up with me, but they're going to walk through all the rooms that I haven't explored yet. So they're just going to run in all the other suspects and get killed. Meanwhile, Blue is going to check behind there. And now there's one more suspect probably, either in the toilet or in the area that is Blue is about to check. This door is locked. It has to be where Blue is. There we go. Blue shot them. You couldn't see, but they did. Red library officers, an office complex. There will be some suspects that are holding people hostage. This is the first real difficult mission. This is one of the few maps where if I get shot at all, it's pretty bad. Often I can get away with being shot, except for in the legs, because if you get shot in the legs, your movement speed slows to a crawl. And it's like very slow. But here I actually need my arms to be
Red team, get through
intact as well, because I will be doing some sniping. There was a civilian on the floor behind me there, and when that suspect shot me, they hit the civilian in a crossfire, so that's a bit unlucky. The mission failed. All I can do is restart the level. I got shot because I entered that room a bit too recklessly. Let's just focus for a little bit while doing this first room, because this first room is one of the deadliest of the map actually.
Stay with me. I'm on point.
There we go. No one there for this time. So yeah, that's a good example, like doing the same room 3 times. It's a good demonstration of like how invariable the spawns can be. Alright, when I screamed. Alright. I'm going to send Blue in there, even though that's the room they're already in. And I'm only doing that to get a good view on what is behind this door. Okay, there's nothing. Oops. There's a little glitch you can do going up the stairs here, where if you really angle your move, your angle, then you can go up the stairs running instead of stair walking, whatever that movement is called, where you do like step by step. I'm going to send Red Team into the parking garage. The parking garage is really far out of the way, so I'd rather not go there myself, because walking, like even running like this, it's still pretty slow. Going to send that command again because the door is locked and they don't have autonomous decision making on when to breach a door. Red is seeing some action. And this is where I'm doing the sniping.
On the ground now.
Okay, there's one guy. I could tell Blue to just arrest him, but Blue likes to ignore my orders sometimes. So I'd rather do it myself. Alright. That's the top floor and bottom floor done. Now just the middle floor, which is the server room. Before I enter, I'm going to shoot this suspect who surrendered. I'm going to send a Red Team in there and Blue Team in there to check behind some nasty corners. That should be everything I need to do to my teammates, or with my teammates on this level.
SWAT,
Alright. I shot him in the arm, which means there's a backup threat of shooting them in the leg. Shooting them in the leg is risky, because I can go over the 1000 damage threshold, and there's not much I can do about it. It's just random how much damage the weapon does, and it's anywhere from some number to some number. We're going to bust an illegal gambling operation in the basement of this dump.
Gold. Regroup.
We're going to look for the owner of this dump. And that's him. Gambling operations are illegal, so no one here is innocent, because gambling is illegal.
This is Sierra 1. Element spotted.
Okay, there's no one here. The sniper. This game is snipers, by the way. There's a few snipers I can use. I can tell them to shoot through the window, etc. But I usually just use them for intel. I can see there's no one in like some of the nasty corners of that. Big room that the sniper was viewing on. I got shot in the arm and my team got a civilian killed. Civilians can die in the crossfire, or maybe suspects can also execute a civilian if you take too long. Like they'll warn you, like, step back or I'll shoot. And they tend to follow up on that if you take too long to then actually kill them.
Get through there. Go.
Okay, I can see there's a suspect there, so I'm just going to get rid of him like that.
Doc, this is Sierra
All in
1.
on me.
Element spotted.
Alright. Reload my weapon. Ammo management in this game is surprisingly tough. Alright. Really gotta be careful with my friend-foe identification here. And that door is amazing. If anyone dies in that door, they just get launched. I don't know why. It seems to only happen with that door. Oh my god, and then the civilian stepped in front of my gun. There is no sprinting. This is the fastest I can run. It might look slow, but trust me, when you run this game, it is fast enough. This is actually like a really fast-paced game to play, because you just have to think, like you have to keep track of everything going on, and you know, if you're just starting out, you'll just want to do it room by room, and that's definitely like my advice if you're starting out. Just go room by room. But once you start, you know, studying, because I did study the levels. You don't gain this knowledge just by playing. You have to study the levels. Once you do that, you'll get a bit more familiar with like how rooms are like interconnected, not just by doors, but also like in spawn rates. All right. Ooh, there's one more. Don't shoot me.
Doc, this is entry team. There's a full-blown casino in the basement.
Alright. This door is locked. I'm going to tell Red Team to open it so that I don't have to check it myself. They'll bring a breaching shotgun to breach the door with really quickly. I have a breaching shotgun myself. Any door that is locked, it's usually the same doors. So I know which doors I have to breach and which I can just pull open.
Blue team.
There's a secret laundromat that we'll have to check out. There's a undercover agent there who got shot, so we'll have to find him and report him to TOC, which is like the something operations center. If I fail this level again, I might actually have to load up a safety safe. It's one of the shorter levels though to be failing, so at least I'm not failing at the end of a long level like Duplessis or Children of Taronne, which are the upcoming 2 levels. Sniper told me about that guy. I could see him on the viewport, so I knew he was there. Now, team is left, I'm going right. This whole floor is shaped in a circle, so we're just going to go around the circle.
Says the laundromat and shop are connected. Need to check it out ASAP.
Roger, on our way.
There's one more, and I heard him. Oh my god, they're really aggressive, even for this level. Team get X'd.
Red team.
And then there's no one in here.
Go when ready. I got it.
Alright. Boop. And okay, that's a civilian, but they got shot by the enemy, but they didn't die, so...
Blue, fall in on me. With you.
let's do the laundromat again.
Talk this is entry team.
Okay, that's 2 out of a maximum of 3, I believe. Maybe there might be 4 here, actually.
Walsh, he's alive, but in pretty bad shape.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to try once more. Otherwise, I'm actually going to have to hurry this along in light of the estimate. It will be cool to get a legitimate run going, though. That guy is just brute. Oops. Okay, that one doesn't count. I actually just 3-round bursted his face. The weapon can switch between 3-round burst and a single semi-shot. As I said, like, you don't want a 3-round burst a civilian. But I switched between the 2 modes. 3-round burst for suspects, semi-singular for civilians. It does happen sometimes that you accidentally 3-round burst a civilian and they survive anyway because of the damage calculation. Yeah, it's pretty funny when that happens.
And clear it.
Alright, you are all very intimately familiar with this level now. So, I do not need to explain any longer what's going on, right? You know, remember this room? This is the room where I always get shot, and then later on I get shot to death. Alright, we didn't get shot. Next room.
There's a full-blown casino in the basement.
Ooh, he tried.
Roger. Red team. Open out later.
On it.
Alright. Bottom floor is going well. Hello. These are not innocent. Gambling is illegal and they're gambling at an illegal gambling operation.
Blue team. I got
So, no hard feelings. Oh yes, hard feelings, I guess. Boom, boom, boom.
Checking out the laundromat.
That's the undercover agent.
We found Officer Walsh. He's alive, but in pretty bad shape.
Move and clear. On it.
There we go. Up next is the Diamond Center. People like diamonds, people like robbing, so people are going to rob the Diamond Center. It's as simple as that, we're gonna take care of it. Lots of diamond employees, but fret not, do not feel bad about them, because this place heavily exploits people in Africa. So, the people we are rescuing, they're far from innocent. So, we're just going to do what we've been doing up until now. And that is shoot everyone. Alright, quick look at the sniper viewports, check if I can skip the rooms on the left. And I mostly can, but I do have to quickly check this room for this guy. And that guy, apparently.
Guess who's next?
This is the first time I've seen 2 suspects at once in that room. So yeah, I was the first to something at a marathon. The downside of like knowing what to expect is that when the unexpected happens, you're not prepared for it. Whereas if you're just unexpecting or not expecting anything, like you'll be prepared for everything, right? That's how it works.
Blue.
Ooh.
Open it. Go when ready. Here we go.
I heard footsteps, but footsteps sounds are a bit glitchy. Sometimes you can hear them through walls and floors, etc. So it's really hard to tell, like,
Put your hands up and get down.
where footsteps are actually coming from.
Open and clear. Go when ready. Over there.
That was one of 2 insiders who were helping the suspects bust this place.
They're finally here.
Blue team is getting shot a bit. Okay, good job, blue team. I think they took care of it. There's a civilian in blue team's area that I have to take care of. So I'm going to tell blue to do that.
Put your hands up and get down.
Whatever
That's
you
for
say.
his hitbox. And blue over there so that I can see the civilian they're supposed to arrest.
Shut up.
Get him, please.
Get him.
Just let me stop
Police,
him.
on your knees. Police, get down.
The hitbox of these guys can be a bit messy sometimes. A little glitch there to skip the stairs.
Watch out. Over there.
Blue go over there. And a red go in there.
Open it. Go when
And
ready.
now blue can see her
Blue team.
and arrest her.
Tougher.
Copy. On it.
Red team is going to check one room. I'm going to check the other room. Blue team is going to... Well, it's done with the big room. There should be a suspect in here. No, they're not.
Talk, this is entry team. There's a large
I am
number of heavily
one of the
armed
insiders
suspects.
unaccounted for. I'm going to take a guess and assume that the red dealt with it somehow.
Regroup.
I just go to the safe area, and once we're done with the safe area and it's not complete, I'll know that we need to look a bit more thoroughly still. Oops. That flashbang throw was not very optimal.
Police, put your hands up. Shit, I thought I was gonna die. Move it, guys.
Ooh, there he is. There's more.
Get in there and clear.
Okay, we have all the suspects. I did a quick check of the objectives by pressing tab. You could probably not read that, but I could.
Let's roll.
And it said that I have all the suspects, so it's just civilians. I got shot in the foot, but I am missing a civilian. So this is annoying. We're playing hide and seek while going at the snail's pace.
Entry team to
Police.
I'm guessing because many of the insiders spawn with a fixed civilian that will always be there if they are also there.
talk. This
Since I'm not sure where the other insider was, the civilian is probably there. It's probably the very first room that I told blue team to raid. So that's where we'll be headed. This is going so very slow. Slowly. You can shoot some TVs for the giggles. You don't have to really worry about ammo anymore because, as I said, the suspects are done. So, I think, in a way, she's cuffed, she's dealt with, very good. In a way, I prefer playing hide and seek with a civilian. There he is. There's another one. In another way, I also think civilians are a bit more embarrassing if you miss one. Because civilians are a lot more predictable than suspects. Civilians don't tend to run around the map as much, whereas suspects, if they see you, they tend to, you know, run away. Obviously, makes sense.
Go there.
And then they can run around the map and then flank you from behind and hide in a room that you've already checked. And that's really annoying. I'm just going to send my team over there in case there's a civilian around the corner there. Oh, there's one in the sniper room. I guess I didn't check my snipers properly. Okay, that one's on me. See, this one's really embarrassing.
suspect killed.
Because you can see in the sniper port, maybe the quality of the stream might be a bit too low, but I guess maybe not. You can definitely see something moving. That's a civilian, and I guess I just didn't look at my snipers this time. That happens when you reset the level, you get attempts mixed up. Alright, not to worry. Children of Taronne, the bottleneck level of this run. This is maybe by far the most difficult level in the run. There's a crazy cult that's set up like in an entire tenement building. And they're going to blow the place sky high, so we have to prevent that from happening. That's already a lot of suspects from the get-go. Just firing some warning shots with the snipers.
Move and clear.
That is a lot of suspects from the get-go, which is actually a good thing because that means they won't spawn later on.
There's a large number of explosives here. Any key
Right, that?
Copy. On it. Let's roll.
Because each level has a fixed number of suspects that will spawn, so the more early on, it actually does mean less later on. We haven't found the crazy cult leader though, and he will spawn with a massive posse of armed suspects. And what's worse in this level, suspects and civilians look identically, exactly the same. So it's really difficult. Like, I don't know if that's a suspect. He has no weapon, but he might as well be. Okay, now he's acting like a civilian. He would have shot me. I got 3 people in this room. There might be a 4th. So I gotta be a bit more careful still. 3 suspects in this room. The civilians don't count. Alright. I'm going to send Blue into the basement. Although the basement is also the deadliest room in the game. So I fully expect Blue team to die there. That shot is risky because there's a ton of explosives right in front of that guy, right in between us. So if I miss my shot or that suspect decides to shoot me and miss, this place just goes sky high. Like, it blows both of us up, and if I get blown up, the mission fails.
You contaminate this house.
Those are not the footsteps of our brothers.
Okay, there's something in there. I'm just going to tell Red to deal with it, and Blue with the basement. Take it away, Red.
Suspect spotted. Suspect down.
That's the cult leader. There might be someone here. No. Suspect has complied. Is this a suspect or a civilian? That is an insane Children of Taronne. I did not have to go to my basement. I gold splitted that by 5 seconds. That is absolutely insane. That is very good RNG.
Thank you, Terry.
It's time for the hospital.
Michael's medical center, where apparently terrorists
And yeah, for this run, you are just at the mercy of the game sometimes. If the game gives you like good patterns, you get free time save, and vice versa. This is far from PB pace because of all the restarts on the casino level, but actually that gold split didn't even save that much time anyway, because my Children of Taronne was already good in my PB. That guy dressed in white there is the UN diplomat. That is the... That's a civilian they were shouting at. The UN diplomat that this map is all about. He's the main person we have to rescue, and we did that. He spawned in the best possible spot. Oops. I shot a oxygen tank and there was a civilian next to it. You didn't see that. I was gonna say, like, that spot is the best spot for him to spawn, because if he spawns in the basement, which is the alternative, he will spawn with a lot of bodyguards. And bodyguards are armored suspects, and they do not distinguish between me and the other terrorists. So, yeah, I don't like bodyguards very much in this level. Let's see if he spawns there again. It's a 1 in 5 chance. Nice. Alright. Okay, there might be more. This room is very dark. Alright. I'm going to tell my team to raid that. And then I'm going to take care of her. And then I'm going to raid the other room. This one is actually pretty deadly, especially around this corner here for him. I do have leaning mechanics.
Red team.
I'm going to send red team in that. Doing a quick check for people pranking me by hiding behind the pillar. Blue team fall in on me. Take it away, red team. There's a suspect. They shot the suspect.
Red, stay with me. I'm on point.
Alright, bottom floor. Since we already have the diplomat, the bottom floor is going to be a bit of a wild card. I was gonna say it's not as deadly as as if the diplomat was spawning here, but I died anyway. And yeah, this is like why this run is so difficult. Like one mistake and you just have to restart the level. So it's very rare to actually get through an entire run of this
Element.
unscathed.
Go when ready.
It's a very difficult run, even though you can shoot willy-nilly. I earlier explained you can't, but you pretty much can when it comes to suspects. But yeah, this is a very difficult run. So if you want to get into it, prepare for a journey. It would be cool to have more. Hey, that's 5% or 1 in 5 chances in a row.
I hope this isn't a mistake.
But yeah, there is a Discord. Oh, entire of my red team died. Cool. But it's a very difficult run, so yeah, careful what you sign up for. But like, it can be very great, especially if, first runs, and they can be pretty funny when you're not used to, you know, all the funny ooh, that was risky. All the weird situations the game can throw at you. Was that a cop or a suspect?
I've got to do something.
Suspect fleeing.
Take it away, Blue. You raid that room while I'm just gonna... No, you're not gonna raid that room?
And clear it.
Check. On it.
Alright, take it away, Blue. And yeah, if you want to play this casually, there are actual rules of engagement that you can adhere to. You even get like less lethal shotguns and pepper spray guns. What is this spawn pattern?
Fall in and stay close.
If you kill suspects without the proper rules of engagement, then you will get penalized.
Open and clear. Go when ready.
Okay, that's a doctor. But as I said, the minimum score requirement on easy is 0, so I don't worry about penalties. Okay, last 5 times or so I checked this room. There was a suspect that I didn't see, so I'm just going to check it a bit more carefully. There was definitely no suspects. And blue team actually cleared the showers. Good job, blue team. My team is actually performing surprisingly well. They're performing better than I am, which is rare. Not because I'm so good, but usually the team is just bad.
Go when ready.
Entry team to talk. We're in position.
Talk to entry team.
You lock that.
Go when ready.
Going to assume you did actually lock that, alright. Going to quickly check behind in a corner on the sniper fuel pod there, because there is another undercover agent on this level. This one's alive, so we actually have to arrest the undercover agent. And the undercover agent is the one suspect we are not allowed to kill in the entire game.
Get in position.
Sierra 1 reporting. I have an unknown contact.
2 doors and a stairwell to monitor while going up the stairs there.
Clear it. Go. Go.
I think there's one like playing a prank on me by hiding behind the door.
Reporting. Be advised, I've lost sight of the suspect.
Okay, he's gonna run downstairs. That is the undercover agent. Alright.
Blue team. Get in and clear.
These people are in locations they're not normally in. One civilian, reload my weapon. Do a quick check if red team has properly done their job. Looks like they have. Alright. Blue team got executed in the stairwell. Alright.
Red.
Using the mirror to check if there's anyone here. Careful, there might be someone behind this bookshelf. We have all the civilians, only suspects. Take it away, Red. Good job, Red Team, for being my punching bag. There we go. Not a bad walkout. A bit slow maybe, but I didn't die. 2 levels are remaining. This is the Quiet Before the Storm. This is the most predictable level of the game. I said predictable, not easy.
Blue team, clear it. Move.
Although it definitely, like, I feel this map definitely is very easy for like an end game level. As I said, quiet before the storm, even though the quiet is not so quiet either.
Open and clear.
Blue team is dealing with some suspects. I believe, I trust that they'll be able to take care of it.
Doc, this is Sierra 1. Entry team's
Monitoring red closely here to see if there's any civilians. I don't think there are. So now I'm switching to the viewport. When I breach this door, this guy always comes out. You can see me just skip entire rooms pretty much. Like, I didn't check the bedroom area of that hotel room because I just know there will no one be there. Blue team got shot in the back by a suspect who emerged from this door. So good job, blue team.
Stay with me.
A bit annoying.
The shit just hit the fan. This place is set to blow.
Rid of that.
Because this map, the route of this map does depend on splitting up in a three-way split. These hardhead guys have a little extra health, thanks to having a hardhead. Predictable map. This guy is always here. Okay, I'm going to send my team in here, and I'm going to disarm this bomb. And I can move while disarming a bomb by opening and closing the remote viewport control.
I don't think we have time for the squad.
There's another bomb over here, that's good to know. This room, always 3 suspects. That's 1, that's 2. And number 3 didn't spawn, which is rare. It does happen, but usually it's just 3. Open and close, and keep moving. Careful going around this corner. This room, 2 or 3 suspects. Okay, 1. I look like an idiot for making these false predictions. But I'd rather guess up than guess down and be shot by a surprise sussy. A red team got executed. I have never actually shot this guy. I'm just going to snipe him so that he doesn't shoot me when I go around this corner. There's a bomb here. Red team got executed, so I have to finish what they started myself. Which is annoying because normally after this bomb the mission would end. If red team has done everything. The bombs have all been defused. You can tell that the timer in the top right has disappeared. So I either have a civvy. I don't trust that he hasn't been hit in the crossfire. So I'm not going to shoot him in the head. And he was hiding behind the bookshelf instead of behind the table. How's my estimate looking? I can do 1 restart on this level.
Commander 20 Adams in Central BCC. Multiple SWAT units responding to CP at 1700 West 7th Avenue. Hostage situation.
My estimate is 45 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Blue.
So if I fail this again, I'm gonna have to just make an executive decision and move over to the next run.
Red team, get her open and clear it.
Or the next level by loading a safety save. Alright, monitoring red here. See what they're up to. I'm going to check for that civilian, he's not there. Red team's room looks empty. So here we're going to pull a prank on this guy again. He's pulling a prank on us by not existing. There we go, he shot that guy now.
Regroup. Be ready to move.
Hello. And blue team didn't get off this time, which is a bit convenient, because now I can send blue team along into the room where red team got killed on the previous attempt.
With you.
Red team, disarm that.
Disable that.
Roger. Working on it.
Blue, open that.
Clear. Move when ready.
I'm going to check this dead-end room real quick. Shoot this guy from behind. Take care of this guy.
Was afraid you'd never get here.
Going to monitor red. Blue team is only now just opening this door. Very speedy, guys. Red team in that. Actually, entire team in that.
Open it. Go when ready.
Carrying large
Right on.
packages. Proceed as planned. Bomb squad is on the way.
Alright, 3 people.
I don't think we have time.
1. Paint can.
All
2, 3, no 4. There we go. Now I don't look like an idiot. Ooh, I gotta reload though, or I will still look like an idiot when it goes click, click. 2 people. 1, 2. Alright, my team is going well. Go into the next part of that big room. I'm forgetting a bomb. A civvy and a bomb. No suspects, it seems. Okay, people are being shot by that guy. Are you going to execute the entire team? Take care of the bomb first. Where am I? Okay, blue team is done with their bomb. Now I'm gonna tell them to cuff this civvy. When they're done cuffing that civvy and I'm done defusing this bomb, I'm guessing the map will end. There we go. That second attempt of old granite was pretty good actually. Last level is the DNA research center. Some people don't like DNA research. They're going to shoot the place up because they're angry. That's the story behind this mission. We're going to shoot the place up because that is what the game tells us to do, right? And yeah, these guys are manipulative DNA modifiers, so we do not need to feel bad about them, right? Right? Alright. First room, going to shoot that wall there to do the bait prank where my suspects will have auto aim again and just shoot me. To do the bait prank where the suspects will focus on the wall and then just check it out with the backs facing me, but there was another suspect who was just camping the doorway. Alright. That's an early death though, fortunately. He just took a bullet to the head and survived. Alright. Let's do that again. Boom, boom, boom. Civvy. There are no suspects to be pranked, which is kind of a shame, because I think that's just a funny strat. Alright, be a bit careful of this. Shout. There's 2 people down there. 2 suspects, rather. So have fun, red team, while you go down the stairs. Take a close look at red team's viewport in the top right. See if they die. Okay, the music is playing. That means there is action going on their end. Wow, blue team cleared this room. Normally they die in this room if there's any suspect there at all. Oops. I just did a 3-round burst on a civilian and they survived. That is a pretty low chance, mind you. Like 1 in 100. Provided all 3 bullets actually hit. There's a suspect here, there he is. So the same thing as on the garage, I told red team to clear a door, and now they're going through the entire level just clearing everything in between.
You might hit something.
And that next room they're going to clear is probably the most suspect-packed room. So my team is going in one door, I'm going in the other door. We're not going to go underestimate, but it's gonna be close. Alright, there's 1 suspect, very packed. I'm always eating my words, but as I said, like, very variable run. Is that it? Oh, he is threatening someone. I have to shoot him now. Alright, you could not tell what I was shooting at because I couldn't either. But I thought I saw a big black blob like in the distance, just a shadow, and I was like, is that a suspect? So I shot it and it was. Alright. Red team got killed in this room. Alright, on this level there's a briefcase that you always have to look for. And people spend like half an hour looking for it at the end of the game, which is very anticlimactic. But the briefcase always spawns next to the guy in green. So that's a good way to know where the briefcase is.
Get him!
Alright, and now it's just finishing up this room. We have the janitor, so I don't need to check the freezer. Boom. Should have been the last one. Are we going to play hide and seek with a civilian? Actually, the janitor was on an attempt that I died at. Okay, we're playing hide and seek with a villager. Or a villager, a civilian. And she's just playing a door prank on me. Debrief time. 46:29. So that's not a good run at all. That is 15 minutes behind my PB. And you might think 15 minutes? You're bad. And well, this one was... I was a bit sloppy on some levels. I blame it on having to also do commentary, which is really difficult for this game. But also because of how unpredictable this game can be. But yeah, that was a fun run. At least I did all the levels legitimately. On previous marathons, I had to actually make the executive decision to skip a level, and then, you know, that feels bad. But yeah, happy with that, even though the time is very bad and overestimate, so I won't hold the marathon up any longer. Up next is the Crimson Sea, so stay tuned for that, and thank you, and back to the marathon organizers. Nice. Thank you for having me, if you can hear me. Probably not.